grade. Second grade. Second grade is in the house.
We have just under a minute left, and then we'll get started. So, super excited to be here this morning. Hope you guys are as excited as we are.
See if I'm missing anybody. And I see Miss Peabody's fourth grade is here. Miss Peabody's fourth grade has arrived. And oh, Miss Eslinger's fifth grade is here too. Look at that. I love the cameras on Mr. Hawkins.
Yeah, looks like Miss Santiago just joined us, her second grade class. Welcome, second grade.
Woohoo!
Okay, Miss Dunbar, do you think you've added all the teachers on
I'm still
there?
going through, but because a couple just came in, but I think
Perfect.
you are welcome to start, and I will be here in the background.
All right,
Doing what we
perfect.
need to
Well,
do here.
teachers, we welcome you. We're so excited to be here this morning. So glad that you decided to take the time out of your day to spend with us. We are excited to be here and work with you and give you some ideas for using Minecraft in the classroom and to, teach your first lesson for you. So we are super excited to be here. If you were returning, if you were with us in November, then you kind of already know what to expect. And if not, then you're new, and we're super excited that you decided to be here. So just to get things started off, my name is Mr. Hawkins, and I am actually a third grade teacher. I teach third grade students out of Boise, Idaho. I've been teaching for the past 20 years and have been incorporating Minecraft for the past 8. Just kind of woke up this morning, just wanted to share this with you. We had snow falling on the ground, so I'm kind of excited that I get to stay home and teach you guys from home today and not have to go out and drive in that. So, but I just want to welcome you. Like I said, I have been using Minecraft in my classroom off and on for the past 8 years, and really have been able to find great ways to utilize that as a tool to help my students share what they've learned. So just some ways, here's us building a city using area and perimeter. Students were able to design their own kind of self-image of themselves using Minecraft with area and perimeter and pattern as well. Built a zoo in Minecraft, all using area and perimeter. So just a couple ways that I use Minecraft in the classroom, but I am super excited to be here today and to share those ideas and thoughts with you as well. And here with me today is Miss Dunbar, and I'm gonna let her take over and introduce herself. So
Hello, greetings and salutations from sunny California, although we're having a wonderful weather storm right now, but I'm in Manteca, California. That's about 75 miles east of San Francisco. If we were west of San Francisco, we'd be in the ocean. But I've been teaching fifth grade for 21 years. Some of my fifth graders are with us today because they are Minecraft mavens and they're big helpers. And you can see my bona fides here, but I love teaching with Minecraft in my classroom, as you can see behind me. And if you would go to the next slide, Mr. H. This is one of the assignments. We're at an online academy, and we take the online curriculum and we infuse Minecraft with it. So this was used in the promo video, and this is like a month-long project where they create a yogurt shop and they have to do all kinds of mathematical calculations. And so the final product, as you can see here, was take all those mathematical things and put them into your Minecraft world to actually design the yogurt shop. So super fun, really engaging, brings the math home, and they have to add the math into signs and such into the store. So super, super fun. If you would go to the next slide. Sometimes we do morning warm-ups with math. It's super easy to use Minecraft in the morning as a bell ringer or as a, exit ticket. So sometimes I would just project problems up on the board and let my students showcase in Minecraft what the answers are to the questions. They can use signs. Or did the video play, Mr. Hawkins? I didn't notice.
It did. It was a short
Okay,
little
good.
video, yes.
Yeah, it's a short video. And so just different ways that students can showcase their learning. And then on the last slide, we like to use number talks in our classroom. If you haven't ever heard of those, please reach out to me and let me know. But we use number talks to talk about perimeter, area, and of course Minecraft is perfect for that because you use blocks to place things. You can see here patterns. We have all these wonderful conversations. So Minecraft really is a great platform to use to enhance your math teaching. So let's start off, Mr. H, by talking about those all-important Minecraft mavens, because we had several of you who weren't here with us last time. What's a Minecraft maven? Well, let's go to the next slide and find out. A Minecraft maven is someone, if you click again, thank you, who is amazingly skilled. That's what a maven is. Someone with special knowledge who performs at a level. You could call them a hotshot, a superstar, a champion. And if you go to the next slide, let me tell you what a Minecraft maven is. A Minecraft maven is someone comfortable opening up a Minecraft world and creating it and moving around in it. Someone who can access the inventory to build things. Someone who even knows how to use those fancy codes so you can make it so it's not raining or so it's not night, it's always day. And someone who is kind and who's enthusiastic about showing other people how to work Minecraft. So right now in your classrooms, if you have all of these characteristics, click one more time, Mr. Hawkins, you're a Minecraft maven. So raise your hand in your classroom. So your teacher who doesn't know as much about Minecraft, I mean, tell you the truth, when I first started using Minecraft, I didn't know. So raise your hand if you're super comfortable showing your teacher or your classmates how to do something and you are a kind and responsible person. So teachers, look around your classroom right now. Those students with their hands up are the ones that you can go to and trust to help other students. And we're going to be calling on you, Minecraft mavens, to share your knowledge with your fellow students later on today, especially if they get stuck on something, because there are a lot of us here and we're going to need your help to help your students and your fellow students. Now, as we're doing that, if you would click Mr. H, we also have to remember to follow digital citizenship rules, right? Because when we're in Minecraft worlds, we need to be respectful and kind, remember? So when we're on the computer or in person, you always show kindness and respect, whether you're a maven or not. And when you're in Minecraft, you have to be mindful, get it 5th grade, mindful about other people's work and their feelings. So if you work in a Minecraft world with someone, you got to think about how would you want them to treat what you build in Minecraft, right? If you think about how you'd like to be treated when you're in game or even outside of the game, you'll make good decisions and good digital decisions. So on the next slide, if you take a look, you'll see what happens when students, if you go into someone's Minecraft world and blow it up, boy, you're not going to be very popular. Or if someone does that to you, you're going to feel terrible. So that's why it's super important to agree that we are going to be kind and respectful of each other when we're working in Minecraft, and especially when my mavens are out there helping other people. That is super important. And so let's do one more slide there, Mr. Hawkins. And on this slide, it's talking about our mathematical Minecraft manners. So if someone asks for help, you give it. You're there to help them. If they ask you to stop doing something, if you're in Minecraft with them or not, stop it. If you're working with a group, you need to talk to each other. If you have a great idea, you need to share it. If you need help, ask someone near you first, but then don't be afraid to ask for help. All the teachers that are here today want you to ask for help because we are here to help you. That's our job. And raise a quiet hand if no one near you can help, and then someone who has that ability will come to help you. And by the way, as we say in my classroom, every test is a reading test. Every time you're doing something, read the prompts carefully so you know exactly what you're expected to do. Okay, and then for the teachers on the next slide, we know that we need to have objectives with our lessons. So in this lesson today, go back one. We're going to be talking about recognizing patterns, perimeter of a rectangle, expressing and explaining calculations. And so we're trying to hit those math standards that we know you need the most help in. So if you need to show anyone what the objectives are, here they are. So let's talk about today's math vocabulary, because we're going to be using some very particular vocabulary because, of course, it's a math lesson. So let's talk about patterns, and that's something for our younger students. Well, our older students already know what a pattern is. It's something that repeats, right? So you can see here in the pictures, we've got a red, yellow, 1, 1, 1, right? A, B, A, B patterns. Super simple. Now, where do patterns appear in real life? Well, let's take a look at that. I think we have some examples, don't we, Mr. Hawkins? On the next slide. So in real life, you can see patterns in lots of places. They occur naturally in nature. Think of a honeycomb that a bee creates. That is a pattern, isn't it? Think about sidewalks that are made with bricks, right? Think about checkerboards or any kind of game board. There are patterns all over. So these are what patterns look like in the real world. And when you start to be able to recognize patterns, it helps your mind think more in sequential and mathematical terms. Now, for the older kids, and hey, younger kids, pay attention because you're going to have this in a couple of years. Let's talk about perimeter. And if you've ever played any of those challenge video games or multiple player games, you know perimeter. Your character has to march around the perimeter to protect the compound. Perimeter is the measurement around the outside of an object. Now, that sounds like something that, when am I ever going to use perimeter? Oh, big time are you going to use perimeter? Let's take a look. Perimeter is thank you. Perimeter is the measurement around the outside of an object, the edge, the boundary, right? And you can see our little Minecraft robot there moving around, and you can see we're counting 1, 2, 3, 4 on that side, 3 on the right side, 4 on the bottom, and 3 on the right. So when you add 4 plus 3 plus 4 plus 3, or you can group them in various ways, it's 14 units. That's how many units that little robot there has to walk to get around the perimeter, the outside measurement. Now, where do you actually see that in real life? Because it's obvious to see where I would see that in Minecraft. But in real life, perimeter is used in lots of things. Think about sports. Basketball courts, right? Soccer fields all have specific measurements and designations for what is the perimeter of the playing area, right? Baseball fields, all of that. In the real world, wow, how many of your families have gardens out in the back? And you have to know how big the plot is, right? Because if you want to put fencing around it, heck, if you've got chickens or rabbits, you need to have a perimeter fence around there to keep them safe, right? Or what if you put in a swimming pool, which here in California there are a bunch, and I'm sure in Texas in the summertime they're very popular, but you want to keep people safe. So one of the things you have to do is know the perimeter so you can build a fence around it. We always say, I think Mr. Hawkins and I say the same thing. Elementary math is life math. These are things that you're going to use your whole life. So this is super important. Now, along with perimeter comes area. Ooh, area. Area is the amount of surface inside the object. So the perimeter is on the outside. So you can see me in my little rectangle here, and the perimeter is this measurement on the outside, but the area is everything that's in the inside. Interesting. So you can see in this picture, this particular rectangle is 7 units across the top and 8 units down the side. Interesting, right? So how am I going to calculate that? Well, I'm going to be adding 7 plus 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 7. Oh my gosh, that's a lot of adding. But with area, all you have to do is find a corner and then take the measurement from the 2 sides that meet in that corner and multiply them. Oh, so much easier than adding 7 8 times or adding 8 7 times. I could just go 7 times 8 and know that the area is 56 square units. And when you have that, it's got that little tiny 2 like an exponent. 4th and 5th grade know what I'm talking about. So that's what area is. Now, when am I going to use area in real life, for goodness sake? Well,
Now, I was going to say too, not to interrupt you, but hopefully the older kids can see a pattern in this as well. So even though they're not doing the colors patterns, there's still mathematical patterns going on here.
Oh, yes, absolutely. Thank you. No, that's a good point, Mr. Hawkins. So when do you see these in real life? Well, let's take a look. If you're painting a wall and you're going in to buy paint, you have to be able to tell the person, I'm painting a wall that is 10 by 8, therefore 80 square feet. So then you know how much paint to get. If you're laying down tile in a house or linoleum, you have to know the area where you're going to be laying it. So you buy enough tiles. I can't just go out and buy a box and hope it's enough. I need to calculate what the whole area is for my kitchen or for my dining room, and then say, okay, person at the hardware store, maybe I can even do it. Each square is what do those look like, Mr. Hawkins? Like maybe a 4x4. So
Yeah.
so I've got 4 inches by 4 inches. How many tiles do I need to fit a floor that's this big? This sounds like a word problem. There are word problems in real life, and this would be one of them. And then take a look in the bottom left-hand corner there. Think about an architect who has to design an entire house and who draws a blueprint. That architect needs to know not only the perimeter of the house, but the area in the inside so that all the people who are building it and getting the carpet in the inside and the interior walls know how much materials to get. Okay, so these are really important life skills: patterns, perimeter, and area. And that's what we're going to be covering in today's Minecraft lesson. So that takes us to what's the next slide, Mr. Hawkins?
Oh, this is, hey, we need your attention
Oh, it's a
slide.
creeper. Okay, you've got my attention, Mr. Hawkins. What's next?
Excellent. I'm glad I have your attention. Classes, I hope I have your attention as well. Sometimes there's a creeper in Minecraft worlds, and he definitely gets our attention whenever we see him. You're not going to come across any creepers today, but I do want you to pay attention to this slide here, because when you see this slide up on the screen, that means we need your attention, because we get into Minecraft and sometimes our mind just, goes away and we just focus on what we're building in Minecraft. But we still need to be able to have those conversations just like we do in a classroom. So students, kind of looking for you to help us out here. And when you see this Minecraft creeper show up on the screen, please stop what you're doing and pay attention so we can talk and have a discussion. Your teachers will greatly appreciate that as well. So we know that you probably have discussions in your classroom all the time. So this is our way of getting your attention. When you see this, please stop what you're doing, come back to us, and be ready to discuss the questions that we have for you. Okay. So let's get into Minecraft. Let's get started. So we're going to jump in, but there's a few things that I want to do before we actually start building in Minecraft. Okay. And this is going to help your teachers out. They will be greatly appreciative of this if you pay attention here. So if you have never been in Minecraft on a PC before, I just want to show you just a quick look at what that's going to look like. You're going to get into your Minecraft world. You're going to see these controls over here. You're going to see these little cheats that show you the keys that you need to pay attention to help you move forward and backwards, jump, those kinds of things. The other thing you're going to see is this crosshair. And this crosshair is where you're looking in game. And so wherever you see that crosshair, that's the direction that you as a character are looking. And then if you see the outline on the ground, that's where you're going to place your block. Whatever's in your hand, if you place it, you are going to place it right there in that square. And you can see if you're using a mouse that the place button is that right mouse button. And then mine is the other mouse button. And mine, if you've never played Minecraft before, it's kind of like breaking stuff, right? So when you go to mine, if you accidentally mine something, and you will accidentally mine something, it will break it. And then you just have to fill it back in if you do. So be aware that this is your hand as well, so you can see what item you're holding on to in Minecraft. And then if I place it, it's going to go right here on this square because I can see that outline. And then if I push the other button, I will actually mine that square and break it. So just be aware of that. And then this is another important item down here. This is called the hotbar. And when you get into Minecraft, you'll see this hotbar across there. If you're on a PC, your keyboard on your computer, 1, 2, 3, 4, the numbers will choose which item you're selecting in your hotbar. So you can choose those by pushing the different numbers on your keyboard. And so you can see that my hotbar on this is full of items, and I actually have the flower number 3 in my hand. So if you're on a PC, this is the screen, and you should see this on your screen when you jump into Minecraft or something similar to it. Okay. Now we know that some of you are coming to us on iPads today, which is totally fine. There's a lot in common. I did pull this up. So in your Minecraft, when you're on an iPad, you will see the arrows on the left side of your screen, and this is how you move. So up would move you forward, down would move you backwards, then right and left. And then for the PC, I'm going to go back there really fast because one thing I want to talk about is that your mouse will steer you. And so think of your mouse as like your head turning. So if you move your mouse this way, you're turning your head left. If you move the mouse the other way, you're turning your head right. Okay, and that's kind of how I don't really use the A and D buttons. If you were to stand up and use A, you would basically keep your head facing forward and you just step sideways to each side. But the mouse allows you to actually turn and look the direction that you're going. So on the iPad, to look in the direction, you're going to just touch the screen and drag it the direction that you want to look. Okay, so as you're moving forward, you can drag your finger on the screen to turn this way, right, or drag it the other way to turn left. On the right side of the keyboard is your jump button. And then once you push that, if you double tap this jump button, you will fly, and then you can go higher or lower as well. And then to access your hotbar on an iPad, you just touch the item that you want. Okay, so just some quick little, this is how I can work around in the iPad and the computer. I want you to look at your computer. If you have a computer right now, just look at it. Find your W key because you are going to need that one. Make sure you can find it. S is another key that you're going to need on the keyboard. Okay, spacebar. So on the computer, spacebar is jump. If you push it 2 times fast, you'll actually fly up in the air. If you hold the spacebar down once you're flying, you'll go higher. Shift is another important key. We don't use that a lot in typing yet, but shift is there, and that'll bring you back down in Minecraft. So it'll lower you back down slowly. If you want to drop to the ground quickly, you'll just push the spacebar 2 times fast, and it'll drop you to the ground. And then the last one is this escape key right here. You're going to need this escape key because once we get into Minecraft, when we're ready to save our world, we're going to push the escape key to save our world and then to also get out of Minecraft. So make sure you know where those keys are on your keyboard so that you can get around in Minecraft. So now that you kind of have just a quick little, this is what it's going to look like when we get in game, let's go ahead and find Minecraft. And I think a few of the classrooms, as I was looking at you, I saw that some of you had Minecraft open. If you do not, then we're going to make sure we search for Minecraft. Okay, we're going to look for the Minecraft Education Edition, which should be on all your devices. If you're on an iPad, the app's going to look like this. Okay, I see some students showing me they're already in. And then you may have to sign in. Okay, so if you need help with any of this, you can't get signed into Minecraft, make sure you check in with your teacher. I think last time we were here, a lot of the students were already in Minecraft. So if that's the case, then we're great, we're ready to go.
Yeah, and if you have any
So,
questions during it,
yeah.
I'm monitoring chat. Feel free to post in chat.
Yeah, so if you get hung up, please chat with us and let us know. But make sure we open up Minecraft. And then the classrooms that are showing us their screen, if you guys have Minecraft open, if you just give us a thumbs up on the screen, that'll help us know that you are ready to move on. Seeing lots of, yeah, we're ready to go. So that's awesome. Once you get logged in, you're going to go to this screen. I do want to stop you here for just a second because there is a setting that we want to change before we jump into Minecraft, okay? So don't go past this screen. I'm going to go ahead and go live into Minecraft. So when I do that, I'm going to turn off my camera on my, so you're going to lose me. My voice will still be here, but Minecraft operates a little bit better if I don't have both running at the same time. So I'm going to go live. I'm going to open up Minecraft, get to the same screen as you guys are at, so that we can move on from there. Okay, so everyone should be at this home screen right here. Okay, we're going to click this settings tab right here. We're going to open up this setting. We're just going to go in and change one thing, but trust me, your teachers will appreciate it. And then if they're happy, then you know the chances of you guys being able to use Minecraft again in the future are better. So let's click this settings button. Okay, and then what we're going to do is we're going to on the left side you'll see all your setting options. We're going to scroll down just so that we can find the audio. Okay, it looks like this. It's that audio button right there. We're going to click that. And this main volume right here, we're going to drag it all the way to 0. And I know that a lot of students love to hear the Minecraft sound, but speaking as from a teacher's perspective, that, it's not too bad, but if you have 20 going at the same time, it can be a little difficult to listen to. So we're just going to turn that all the way down so we don't have to worry about the Minecraft sounds distracting your teachers or yourselves. So later on, as you guys get used to doing this, some of my students just wear headphones once they get in, but for today, we're just going to turn that off. It'll help your teachers out. All right, once you get that done, we're just going to click on the back arrow up here in the top left to go back out of our settings. And we're going to jump into a world, okay? So please follow along for getting into the world. So get back to your main screen. I'm looking around, I see a lot of students are here, so that's great. Make sure that if you are struggling with this, that you raise your hand, and then some of those mavens that we identified earlier, they can come around and give you a hand. And then mavens, please, if you see somebody struggling, please help them out. So we're going to click the play button. And we're going to jump into this next screen. So from here, we're going to click on the plus sign in the bottom left corner. And this is just create a new world. So we're going to click the plus sign, open that up. And then the next thing we're going to do is we're actually going to click templates. Okay, so we're going to click the templates, the second button there, templates. And then once we click on templates, your screen is going to look a little bit different than mine. And mine just looks like this because I use Minecraft a lot. So I have a lot of preset templates. But you guys, we're going to scroll down. I'm going to scroll down. And I don't know how far you'll have to scroll down. Probably not as far as me. But we're going to look for this View More Templates button. And it's just the plus sign. It's probably all the way at the bottom of your screen. And we're going to click that. Okay. And then it's going to open up this new screen for us. And we're going to find this Starter Worlds. Okay. So Starter Worlds is the bottom left. We're going to click that one. Okay. Trying to make sure we all get there. So Starter Worlds. And then the next one we're going to click on is Biomes. Okay. And this is a long way to get in there, but this seemed to work out last time. So if you're not with us right now, if you're kind of struggling, please raise your hand and let one of the mavens come over and help you out. But I'm trying to go a little slow so we can all get there. Okay. Everybody click on Biomes. And then the one we're looking for is just this blocks of grass. We're just going to find a blank world with nothing in it to distract us. Oftentimes I'll use blocks of grass if I just want to go in and build something, which we're doing today. I don't want the mountains or the forest to distract us. So we're just going to go with blocks of grass. So you can click that, and then you're going to click Create World. Okay, so once you click this Create World, it should start this world for you. And you should go into a blocks of grass world. So I'm going to click that. It may take just a second, but it should open up for us. Okay. There it is, just a blocks of grass world. There's some animals roaming around, but there's nothing else out there. Might be rendering kind of slow, but all right. Now I have one hand on my mouse, and I have one hand by my keyboard for my W's. Okay. Looks like we're gonna wait for a couple students. If you're on a touch screen, you can touch the screen to look around. If you're on a computer with a mouse or a trackpad, you can move your fingers around on that to look left and right. So everyone look left and right, see what you can see. I see some chickens and some cows. We're going to look up at the sky, because sometimes we get this view and we don't know what's going on. Can't see anything to place anything. So if you see blue, that means you're looking up at the sky. So we're going to drag our mouse back towards us to look down at the ground. Oh, there's my hand. It disappeared for a second. But you can see on my screen, you can see the things we talked about. You can see my hand. You can see my hotbar. You can see my controls on the far left side. And you can see the crosshairs. And as I move around, you can see that my crosshair, when I look out, highlights a certain block. And if I were going to place anything, this is where it would go. If I look up too far, I no longer have that black outline on the blocks. So that means I can't place anything. The other thing that happened was, you can see in my hotbar there's nothing there. Okay, so we're going to grab some items to put in our hotbar. So to access items to go in our hotbar, we're going to push the E on the keyboard. E stands for everything, which is really your inventory, but we're going to push E for everything. And it's going to open up a menu that looks similar to what I have here. Might not look exactly the same, but it's pretty similar. We're going to look for some building materials. So over on the far left, you have some different categories you can choose. We're going to go to we're going to click on the first one. Kind of looks like a brick wall, and it gives us lots of choices that we can pick from. And you can also see that some of these blocks, like this first one here, has a plus sign. If I click the plus sign, it will expand it to give me more options for different items of different color. If I click the minus sign right there, it will shrink back down. But any item that has a plus next to it, you can see that there will be more items hiding behind that item. I'm going to scroll down a little ways. If you're on an iPad, you should see the 3 dots down here that will open your inventory for you. Okay. So I'm going to scroll down and I'm going to find this wool because I like the wool because it gives us lots of color options. So I'm going to find wool. I'm going to click the plus sign on wool, and I'm going to pick some of my favorite colors. So I'm going to grab some red. So if I click red with my mouse, my left click, it's going to grab that item. I can then move down to my hotbar and left click again. It will drop that item into my hotbar. Okay, I'm also going to pick yellow because I kind of like that too. So just going to left click on it. It's going to pick it up. I can move it around. I'm going to drop it in my second slot in my hotbar. Why not green too? Okay, so I'm just going to move some items down there. All right, so there's lots of other colors that you guys can choose from. Then the last thing I'm going to do, I'm going to click on this magnifying glass over here because I'm going to search for a sign. Okay, so click on the magnifying glass over here, go up to this top bar, and if you click sign, or just type an S, we might have to do SI to get it to show up. We can get some signs to show up, and these are all signs right here. Okay, and it doesn't matter which one you pick, but pick one of the signs and drag it down to one of your slots in your hotbar. It doesn't matter which slot you place it in, but just make sure you have a sign somewhere in one of your hotbar spaces. Okay? Okay, I think that's all we're going to grab. Just make sure you have some items for building and you have a sign. Okay? You guys give me a thumbs up if you're ready to go past that. Oh, look at all those students. They're definitely ready. That's awesome.
That's impressive.
Right.
I feel
Okay,
a pattern coming on.
A pattern. Okay, I'm going to click the X right here in my inventory to get rid of this and go back to the game. Okay, so X. I'm back in game. Now you can see in my hand is now red. It looks like that block of wool. And if I look at the ground, I can click on my right mouse button to place that block of wool on the ground. And if I accidentally left click, it will break that block. Okay?
No.
So, but that's okay. I can put it back. So I'm going to place a block. I'm going to look next to my block and I'm going to choose a different color. I'm going to place another. Oh man, did you see that? I just broke it. So I'm going to put it in the ground. All right, now I'm going to put my next color next to that. Now I'm going to move my mouse and I'm going to walk over a little ways so I can place my next block. And I hope that you guys can see that there's a pattern forming here. I have a red, yellow, red. What do you think is going to come next? Probably going to be a yellow. So I could continue this pattern. So I started a pattern. I've got a pattern going here. It's a pretty simple pattern. I think I could come up with something a little more complex, but I'm going to just go with that simple pattern there. Now, I'm going to add another line to my pattern, another row on this side. I can follow the same pattern, or I could mix it up and alternate into a different, but I'm going to go with the same one. I'm going to do one more row. Let's make 3 rows. Now I'm going to double tap my spacebar, and if you guys are building with me, that'd be awesome. I'm going to double tap my spacebar and fly up, and I should see a shape appear down there. Looks like a rectangle. Oh yeah, double tap on your spacebar to fly. Double tap it to crash to the ground. Double tap it to get back up in the air. And then if I hold the spacebar down, I can fly a little higher, but you can see that I can't place anything from this high. So I can hold my shift key to lower myself to the ground to get down there. Okay, so I built 2 things. First, I started my pattern, and you can still see my pattern, but then I turned my pattern into a rectangle. And now I think that if I counted along the outside edge here, I could find the perimeter of my rectangle. So that's 3 by 4 by 3 by 4. So
3
the perimeter
plus 4 plus 3 plus 4.
Yeah, so it looks like 14 units for my perimeter.
Nice.
Yeah, and then I could also then count every single block that's in here to find out what my area is. Or I could add 4 plus 4 plus 4, or I could multiply 4 times 3. So one of the things that we want you to do is, this is one simple pattern that we made together as a class. I can place a sign here, and I can say that the perimeter is equal to 14. Oh, sorry, it wasn't 14. It was 12 units. Okay, and then, sorry, that's wrong again. Tammy, what did I say the perimeter was?
Well, you had 4 plus 4 plus 3 plus 3, so that's 7 plus 7 is 14. You were right the first time.
I was right the first time, and then I started thinking about the area. And then I can also say that the area is equal to, and this
12.
is 12.
Square units. Square units. Yep.
Nice. I ran out of space.
Maybe one less space after the first units.
Yeah, I'm going to go back there.
Yeah, perfect.
There, 12 square units.
Wow, so you've labeled your mathematical figure in Minecraft.
And I could also put in there the formula that I use to find the perimeter, which would be great for our teachers. But then if I click off of this, you will see that the sign is on my build to show off my area and perimeter. Okay.
But if I wanted to show the formula, I could put another sign, right?
I could put another sign, and I could say it was, let's see, what do we say? 3 plus
3 plus 4 plus 3 plus 4. Yeah.
3 plus. And then I could also do the same thing for area, but it's just showing you that I can show off my learning to my teacher, how I found perimeter and area. So we did something together as a class. We built a object with a pattern, and then we expanded that object into a rectangle. We found the perimeter and area of that rectangle. So what we would like you guys to do now is we'd like you to do your own. Okay, we would like to have you either, and I'm gonna push escape on my keyboard, and I want to show you really fast that when I push escape, I get a menu here, and I could push save and exit right here to save that world and that work that I did. I don't want you guys to do that right now, but I just want you to show that that's a possibility. I'm going to shrink this down because I want to bring back up our PowerPoint, because I want to show you, I want you guys to complete an assignment for us. Okay, I want you to build your own. All right, so we kind of built one together. It was pretty simple. Let's see if you guys can get a little more complex, okay? Show us your great thinking. So if you're kindergarten through second grade, we would just like you to build your own pattern. It can be your own favorite colors. It can be a more complex pattern than what we chose. We just did one color, then another color, then one color. Okay, but there's lots of different ways that you could build a pattern in Minecraft. So I want you to choose your own. And then after you build your pattern, maybe you could turn that into a square. And then if you get done and you have a lot of time left over, you could turn your square into the floor of your house and build walls around it, okay? And maybe even add some patterns to your wall. Now, if you're in third through fifth grade, we do want you to build a rectangle. And we like you to build a rectangle with a perimeter of 48 units, okay? And so start with that. And then can you build another one with 36? Okay, so expand that a little bit. And then third through fifth grade, you guys also, we want you to take that sign that we used and we want you to put the sign on your build. Okay, so that's kind of where we're going with this. We do want you to take some time to build your own and to share your learning with one another after you're done. And teachers, if students have built something and they want to share it with us, please, you know, we had somebody last time who took their iPad around the classroom and had students talk about their different builds. And so if you have that capability, that would be awesome for us. So Tammy, do you have anything to add to that, Ms. Dunbar?
No, just this is the part where you get to show your teachers your knowledge using Minecraft. So do that, and my students, please do the same thing. If you have any questions, just ask in chat, or teachers, you all have capability to come off to unmute and ask questions. So we are here, but this is the time to build, students. So let's get building. And
And we're gonna,
mavens, be ready to
oops,
help.
yes,
No, go ahead.
yes. No, and we're gonna give you 15 minutes to build, and then we do want to stop you and just share out before we have to close this for today. So take some time, build something. See how complex a pattern can you get, you know?
Mm-hmm. And we would also encourage teachers, if you want to, if one of your students has done something they would like to show us, have them bring their computers up to the screen so we can see it, they can showcase it and inspire the rest of us.
Yes, that would be fantastic. Look at all those students working away, deep in
They
thought.
are
It's awesome.
into it, right? Look at that.
Yeah.
You know, what's cool, Mr. Hawkins, is I'm seeing apples, I'm seeing iPads, I'm seeing PCs. It's kind of incredible.
Yeah.
Should
Was
we
there
play some
anything?
Minecraft music?
Oh, let me see. Well, as long as my device can handle all things at once, we can
I get
definitely do
that. I get that.
that.
But we are not getting any questions in chat, which is good. That means the students are engaged, our mavens are doing their job, and teachers are seeing how engaging math lessons can be with Minecraft. Wow, Mr. Hawkins, can you see Ms. Peabody's class? They are intent. They are just focused on their Minecraft. That is so cool. Love seeing classes working hard.
Yeah, Mrs. Gonzalez's class is deep in thought as well.
Mm-hmm.
I like seeing students help one another too,
Oh,
communicate with one
yes.
another. And students, remember, if you're having struggles placing blocks or that, make sure you raise your hand and get somebody to come help you out. We have lots of mavens there.
Mm-hmm.
So.
And teachers, any questions for us? We are watching chat, or you can come off mute.
And students, if you don't want to share your work with us online, you make sure you do share that with your teachers and show them what you did. I know as a teacher myself, I love to see my students work. So.
Mm-hmm. I love seeing Ms. Moran's fourth graders. They are like looking, going, okay, perimeter 48. Which way can I make that? There's more than one way to make a rectangle with a perimeter of 48, isn't there?
Yeah, and so that's definitely one thing when you share, you'll notice that your rectangles are not the same as your partners, or may not be the same.
Mm-hmm.
And that's okay.
I wonder if the perimeter is 48 regardless of the shape, if the area stays the same. That would be an interesting question. I see there's somebody in Miss Peabody's class who needs a little help. Maybe there's a maven that can help.
Don't forget, if you finish your build, make sure you add on to it. See if you can turn it into something else. Any class out there willing to share?
Got about 8 minutes left, students, but you're doing great work. Keep it up. Oh, there's a maven helping someone in Miss Peabody's class. I love it. Love it. Oh, look, Mrs. Reyes's class is showing us. Mrs. Reyes's class, look at that pattern. That's awesome. Oh, I love it. Thank you for sharing that. Did you see that, Mr. Hawkins?
I did see that.
That was perfect.
Great. Oh, here we got another one in Santiago.
Oh, here comes one.
Oh, I love that pattern.
Ooh, that's a great pattern.
Yeah.
And you've got area and perimeter. Wow.
Ooh, look at that one.
Oh, look at you.
Oh.
Y todos es en español. Excelente. Me gusta mucho. Excelente.
That was awesome.
That's great. Wow. This is impressive.
Oh,
Oh, here comes one from Esslinger. That's great. Look at that. Even a little bit 3D. You're starting to work on volume there, aren't you? You're building up. Because after you do area, then the next step up is 3D. It's volume.
that's
Look at
perfect.
that. Green and yellow. I love it. Look at these brilliant students. Got some brilliant fifth graders there, Miss Esslinger. Nice. Wow.
This is Miss Santiago's class. What grade are they in?
Miss Santiago's class is next time I'm going to put this list in alphabetical order.
I know, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
there she is, second grade.
Mrs. Esslinger's class again.
Mrs. Esley. Oh, look at that. Hey, hey. I love the material. What is that material? Is that like a rock? I can't. Can you tell what the material is they use? That's cool.
Can't quite tell. It's a small screen, but it's looking
It
cool.
looks awesome. They're building the house after they built
Yeah,
the
cool.
square. So excellent. Oh, can you see the screen there in Ms. Peabody's class? I love the perimeter there. They've done the perimeter in black and green, and then the area on the inside is all green. Oh, that's bedrock. Thank you, Leela. So bedrock
Okay.
in that class. Okay.
Santiago's class, another one.
Wow. Oh, look at that one. It's red and green, red and blue. I love it. What great rectangles. I love this. Can you imagine Mr. Hawkins' second grade already learning about perimeter and area? That's awesome.
That is perfect. You have just over 4 minutes left.
Don't know if we've seen anything from Miss Swindell's class. Hey, fifth grade, Miss Swindell's class. Anybody got something we can see? We would love to see something you've created because you have been so intent.
Oh, look at that one on.
Oh, from Ms. Reyes's
Reyes
class. Noise. Oh, here comes Swindell.
Oh,
Someone's coming.
you got a pattern on their roof. They've got a nice house there.
That's brilliant. And look at all the signs identifying. That's an excellent job. Look at that.
Perfect.
Man, you could do area of the windows, area of the walls, roof. That's incredible.
That's making me a little seasick, but love
Thank
it.
you for sharing that. We've got students dancing to be doing Minecraft in Miss Santiago's class.
Oh, here's another
here we
one.
go. Here we go. Oh, sweetness. That's cool. Nice. Are you is it something just, oh, you just placed another block? Nice.
We're broke.
Nice.
Like it.
Wow. I
Good
love
job.
it. Well done. Oh, here comes one. Well, we see your keyboard.
There you go.
There you go.
Let's focus.
There it is. There it is.
Go.
Ooh, I like that pattern.
Is that green?
That's very colorful. Oh, and in Esslinger's class, look at that. I love the bricks down there. That's beautiful. You know, you could do area of the walls too, right? Because look at all the walls they built there in Esslinger's.
Yeah.
That's cool. Oh, is that another one from Miss Swindell? Yep.
Yeah,
Oh, and
and
look, Miss
Gonzalez.
Gonzalez's.
Yeah, both of them. Oh, I like the checkerboard pattern.
Ooh, yes, indeed.
And
I
then
love
I
the
like the
sign.
sign up above. Yeah, that's perfect.
Oh, perfect. Look, you even got perimeter and area. Well done in Miss Gonzalez's class. Rock on. Ooh, you worked hard on that one.
Ooh,
Look
I like
at
that one.
that.
That's big. Yeah.
Swindell, that's a great, it's huge. Oh, and Ms. Reyes is showing us some signs. Thank you, Ms. Swindell's class. Awesome. Hey, Miss Santiago. Just under 2 minutes, everyone. Okay, Miss Santiago, thank you. Have a wonderful lunch. I hope this was helpful. We'll be back in January, and your kids will be getting certificates soon. So thanks. Have a good lunch.
Okay, what is Mrs. Reyes's class? Got a library in the background.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, no, that was
Wow.
Where are you? Oh, sorry, at the very top.
Ooh, there's one in Ms. Reyes's class. Check it
yeah.
out. Fancy.
We have just about 1 minute left to go, and we're gonna bring you back
Ooh,
together.
there's Miss Swindle. Oh, look at that pattern. That's gorgeous. I love the texture. Well done. You know, you could also do a checkerboard, huh? I wonder, has anyone ever tried to play checkers in Minecraft? I bet they have. Chess would be harder. How would you build the characters, the pawn and the rook?
Yeah.
Oh, there we
Oh,
go. I think you're starting on a candy cane there, young sir, in Miss Swindell's class. That looks
kind of
awesome.
does. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Love it.
This pattern.
30 seconds. Ooh,
Oh,
the
and the
red.
signs are on there. Good. And blue, I like it. Two blues and then a red.
Oh, there's
Look
Ms.
at the
Reyes's
house.
class. I know that's a house in Ms. Reyes's
That's
class, but
right.
it's reminding me of chocolate cake for some reason.
Like the layered chocolate cake.
Yeah. Ooh, I think our time is there, Mr. Hawkins.
Okay. All right, boys and girls. We're going to stop you right there. We need your attention. Come back
Creeper,
to us.
creeper.
Nice. So if you guys would push escape on your keyboard, that way we know you're not tempted to keep building. And then for future, just so you know that once you push escape, you can save that world and you come back and work on it another time. But you definitely want to click that save and exit when you're done, so that way your world is saved and doesn't get lost. And you'll click save and exit again to get out of there. So that will close up Minecraft for now. We do want to thank you all for being here today. And to make sure that you get a chance to share out with some of your classmates. If not your classmates, your teacher, but just share what you built, explain your pattern, talk about how you figured out the perimeter and the area of those shapes, but make sure you share that out with someone, because I feel like part of the Minecraft, being able to do things in Minecraft is to show your teachers that you're actually learning, the concept, the math concept in math. So make sure you share out with somebody. If not another student, for sure your teacher. Okay.
Yeah, when you can explain it to someone else, then we know you know it.
Yeah, we're not just using Minecraft just for fun, but we're using it for education. Oops, So this is a challenge piece, right? Now that you've done the area and perimeter, so at some point, if you have time, maybe you can take and build a area or perimeter robot with a pattern. So keep that in mind for future. But we do want to let you know that there will be getting a digital certificate coming your way. We're going to ship those off to you guys and to your teachers, so that you all will get a digital certificate for participating today, so you can brag about how amazing Minecraft helped you out in math today. And then teachers, Miss Dunbar is going to copy this link and put it in the chat for you.
Yes, I am.
We would love to hear your feedback, because that helps us plan for our next one. We will be coming back to you guys in January. And we want to hear back from you, so we can figure out what worked in our lesson, what you need more of, those types of things. And then January 18th, we'll be back with you guys again, and looking forward to doing some language arts with you guys. We have been talking about some fantastic lessons that we can do with Minecraft in the classroom as well. So Miss Dunbar is putting that link in the chat. And then teachers, if you need anything from us, our emails are right there on that screen. Feel free to write them down. If you are like, hey, I'm doing this math lesson or this lesson in class, any ideas for how I could incorporate Minecraft, we would love to hear from you, and send you messages. So Miss Tammy, anything
Yep, the
else?
link is in the, yeah, it's there. Just took me a moment because mine was going a little sluggy, but the link is in there. It looks long and complicated, but it's a very simple link. We love your feedback. We appreciate you being here today, and we'll be back in January for language arts. That should be pretty exciting, Mr. Hawkins.
Yeah, I'm excited for that one as well.
So thank you for your attention and for your kindness for being here. We're happy to be here with you. Ladies and gentlemen, have a wonderful winter break. And as I tell my students, be good, play nice, don't fight, show your toys. See you next time.
Yes, thank you for being with us today. We appreciate it. You guys are amazing. Thank you.